It is November 10th and we are back with a brand new challenge on the My Creative Life blog. This week we are looking at embossing powders, and certainly they come in a wide array of selections, and a lot of different companies make them. If you've followed me for a while, you know I like to keep things kind of simple, so I don't go with a ton of companies. I tend to stay with the same company because it'll help match things up for me. That helps me make things more efficient in the craft room. So I tend to stay with Ranger products depending on what my needs are, but I have a few others. But let's look at some of the Ranger ones first. And I like them because the ink matches, the paint matches, you can stain, a whole bunch of different products. And everything matches, and that just makes it easier for me. So this is one of Ranger's. This is Bottle. It's a greenish color. Love this one. Then, of course, you have the Tim Holtz line from Ranger. These are distressed embossing powders. They're really cool, actually. They tend to be rougher, so it gives a more rustic or vintage look to it. And they also don't completely stick, if that makes sense. Some of it will rub away, giving it a more faded look. So like those two. Then I have a couple from different companies. This one's actually a tinsel. I have several that are kind of glittery. So there's lots of different companies out there. Of course, my most favorites are white, black, and clear. My clear and my white are actually in these plastic containers. I just find it easier just to scoop it up in here, particularly with clear and white. That helps me make sure that I don't get other colors mixed in there with it. So they just stay in these little plastic containers, and you can buy clear, obviously, and white in bulk. And then one of my other favorite product is what's called UT, actually ultra thick embossing enamel. Now it doesn't come in a lot of colors. This is clear, which I use the most of, and then I also have this platinum, which is, yeah, that's pretty cool looking too. So I like these because you can do multiple layers with them, and then you can crack it. A really nice look. So it is a new week, so that means a new 4-product challenge. We're going to be working with embossing powders, but I am also going to be working with a couple of other products. I have a background stamp. I have a die and stamp set from Paper Tray Ink. And then I have some paper, a paper pack from 7 Gypsies. This week we're going to be doing some tag art, probably fall and Thanksgiving. So if you've listened to our videos on the 4-product challenge, then you know this is kind of a stepping stone. These are not the only products I will use, but these are what I'm going to get started with as a way to kind of launch the creative process for myself. If you want to learn even more about this whole process, I have a wonderful class starting this week called Time Management for the Creative Soul, and we will go even more in depth into why this works and kind of how to set up this process, along with a series of lessons on how to add more creativity to your life. So I hope that you join me for that class this week. Otherwise, we'll be back on Friday with projects, and I look forward to seeing your projects as well.